Hello, welcome back to Tabletop Celts. I'm Jack, and today I'll be doing another solo battle report for you guys. So it's going to be 850 points. It's going to be my custom Space Marines versus my custom Tau. I have got the new Tau Codex, so I'm excited to use that and use it on the channel. I'll show you the army lists. I'll start off with the Space Marine army list, and then I'll do the Tau. And then I'll show you what objective and stuff we're playing. I'm using the open war cards today. Timestamps will be in the description below, so if you want to skip ahead, feel free to do so. And I'll catch you in a sec now with the Space Marine army list. Okay guys, so welcome to the Space Marine army list. So I'm running a patrol today. The patrol is being led by the captain in the middle there. He's got a Storm Bolter and a Power Sword. He's got Iron Resolve as a Warlord trait, and I've upgraded his Power Sword to the Burning Blade. Then I've got a Tackle Squad as my kind of, what they're called? Troop choice, that's the word. I've got 7 Marines in the unit. I've got a Sergeant with a Combi Melter and a Power Fist. The rest of them just have their standard bolters. I've got a Fast Attack unit. I've got the Sergeant and a regular. I got a Sergeant and the regular Marine with the big chainswords, and then the rest have chainswords and bolt pistols. I will be combat squad in that squad, so I'm going to put the Sergeant and the Marine with the big chainswords in one unit with 3 other guys, and then the rest will be a 5-man unit with just chainswords and bolt pistols. I've got an elite choice, which is Stern Guard veterans. All of them just have their special issue bolt guns. I won't be combat squad in them, I'll just keep them as a 10-man unit. And then finally I got a heavy unit, which is a 5-man dev squad. I've got 2 missile launchers, 2 heavy bolters, and a sergeant with a plasma pistol and a chainsword. The tactics I went for is Master Artisan and Long Range Marksman. Long Range Marksman gives me +3 to my bolters, and Master Artisan gives me 1 free reroll to hit for any one weapon in a unit. Okay guys, so welcome to the Tau army list. I'm running a patrol for this as well. My Warlord is going to be the Crisis Suit Commander by here. He's just got a regular battlesuit, an X-38. He's got 2 missile pods, a shield generator, and he has 2 shield drones with him. I've given him the prototype weapon Resonator Warheads, so I swap out one of his missile pods for this. So it'll be 30 range, Assault 3, Strength 8, -2, 2 damage. Then my second hero is a Fireblade. He's got a marker drone, and he's just how he is. My 2 troop choices, I've got a 10-man breacher squad with 2 gun drones, and I've got a 10-man, what are they called, strike team with pulse rifles. I've got 2 transports, so the breachers will be going with the grey transport. This is just for the game now. So the grey one's for the breachers, the white one is for the strike team. They've both got burst cannons, and they both have missile pods on them. And then finally I have an elite choice. I have 3 crisis suits. The sergeant is the one with this one by here. So he's the actual one, looks like he's about to fire. Each crisis suit has got 2 missile pods, and each has got a shield generator. And then accompanying them they have 2 marker drones, 1 gun drone, and 2 shield drones. Now, because I've made my own custom set, I get to pick 2 sept traits from 2 sectors. So I've gone for Sector A and Sector B. So the first one I went for is Calm Under Pressure. Each time a model with this tenant makes a range attack with an assault weapon that targets a unit within 12, add 1 to the strength characteristic of that attack. Damn. And for Sector B, I've gone for Firecast Marksman. Each time a model with this tenant makes a range attack with a pulse weapon, an unmodified wound roll of a 6 improves the armor penetration characteristic of the attack by 1. So welcome to the battlefield. So today Like I said, I'm using the open war cards. I've gone for a basic deployment, which is 12 away from the center. So I just measured 12 away from the skull, and I've drawn the deployment with some dice over there and over there with the red dice. The objective, I'm playing War of Attrition. Each player adds up the power rating or points values of all enemy units that have been destroyed during the battle. If players are not using power ratings or points values, add up the number of all enemy models that have been destroyed during the battle. At the end of the 5th battle round, the player with the highest total is the winner, even if their own army has been completely destroyed. And then for the twist, I've got Invigorated, so I add 1 to the move characteristic of all models, add 1 to the advance and charge rolls. So we're adding 1 to moves and charge and advance rolls. For the actual map itself, I've got 2 big-ish ruins, so they're obscuring. I'm treating that big skull as kind of like a container, so you can stand on top of it, but it's open top. It's not open top. It's you don't get cover if you stand on top of it. I've got 2 lots of trees, and I got some barricades with those walls but there. I try to make the map as balanced as fair as possible. I already rolled off and deployed, so the Space Marines ended up over here, and the Tau ended up over here. So I'll go over the Tau deployment. So in that Devilfish, I've got my strike team and the Fireblade with his marker drone. I got my commander with his 2 shield drones. My crisis suits are in deep strike. My other Devilfish has got the breachers and their 2 drones. For the Space Marines, I've combat squadded my Assault Marines. So in this squad, I got the Sergeant and the other Marine with the big chainsword here. The rest just have their chainsaws and bow pistols. In the forest here, I've got my 10-man Sterling Our Veteran Squad, my Captain and the Dev Squad, the other half of the Assault Squad, and then my Tactical Squad over there. And I pretty much think that's everything for layout. I'll just be rolling with some standard white dice, measuring tape, and I got a dice tray as well to keep track of everything. And yeah, so I'll be rolling off the first turn. So we'll be Space Marines. Ooh, they got a 6. And the Tau. Got a 5. So it'll be Space Marines going first. So we'll be back now just a sec with Space Marines turn 1. So I've done the Space Marine movement because I didn't have anything to do in my command phase. I did get a command point, so the Space Marines are on 4 command points. And the Tau are on 3 command points. So for my movement, I advanced my Stern Guard veterans out of the forest. They rolled a 3, but they technically moved 4 because of the twist. I shuffled around my captain and my dev squad, so my dev squad can have line of sight on the Devilfish. They're gonna have the penalty to movement, but the captain is giving them rerolls of 1, so maybe that kind of balances it out. I advanced my tactical squad. They rolled a 4, but they technically advanced 5. And my 2 assault squads, they just flew their it's 13 movement now because of the twist. So they're hiding behind that building, and these guys got in there. The reason I jumped them in there and not behind the building is because the rockets from the Devilfishes don't need line of sight. So those guys are hiding behind this, so they ignore the burst cannon. And these guys are 12 inches away from a charge. I know the odds aren't good, but if I can get in there and do some wounds to the Devilfish, you know. So, oh, yeah, I forgot to mention as well, thinking about it, I'm choosing Kion for the Tau, so they get all their bonuses from turn 3 onwards. Okay, forgot to mention that. So I'm going to do some shooting now. So I'm going to do my devs into the Devilfish. This one by here, the white one. Yeah, the reason I moved them is because they were line of sight blocked by this, but because of the way I've moved them now, they have clear line of sight of it. Okay, guys, so I'm going to spend a CP. I'm going to use Hellfire Shells because I have a heavy bolter in the Dev Squad unit. And I'm going to use my Sergeant to give me +1 to hit. So I'm hitting on a 3, and if I hit, I do D3 mortal wounds with one of my heavy bolters. So on a 3+, I do, it does D3 mortal wounds, 2. Then I'm going to find my other heavy bolter, so it's going to be 4s. I do get to reroll 1 because of my cap. They all hit. It's toughness, strength 5 gets toughness 7, so it's 5 and 6 is the wound. Ooh, 2 wounds. It is the heavy doctrine, so it is -2. So that will have the Devilfish will have a 5-up save. It passes 1, so already taken 2 wounds. I shall CP it. And it's fine. Then we've got 2 rocket launchers going into the Devilfish. So they're hitting on 4s. And they miss. Ooh, right. Okay. Well, technically, so it's -1. So it becomes a 1. And that technically becomes a 2. So I get to roll 1s. Because it's -1 because I moved. So I hit. I believe that's how it works. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And then it's strength 8 because I'm using the crack. Strength 8, that's a wound. It's -3 now. That's a fail. So it does D6 damage. 3. So taken. Ooh. 3. I'm gonna spend a CP to reroll that. And that's why you shouldn't. Damn it! So it's taken 3 wounds altogether. That's pretty much all the shooting I've got, guys, because I advanced everything, or everything is either line of sight blocked, or advanced and stuff like that. So now I'm going to try and do an advance charge roll, with these Assault Marines into the Devilfish. It's a 12-inch charge, so it's kind of like, maybe not, but you know. And it's a 5 and a 2. Do I want to reroll just for the lols? Not really, because it's freaking crap odds. That's the word I'm looking for. Well, the phrase anyway. The Devilfish took 3 wounds, and the Space Marines have repositioned themselves. So we'll be back now in just a sec for Tau turn 1. So for the Tau, I disembarked my Fire Warriors, so I just put them in front. I also disembarked my Fireblade. I shift my commander slightly forward, so they're basically all within 12 of that unit now. Then I left that Devilfish where it was. I haven't deployed my breaches yet, because the Space Marines aren't close enough, and I don't want them to get rinsed by their bolt of fire and stuff. So I left them in there, and I haven't brought down my crisis suits either. I got a command point in the command phase, and it's just going to be my shooting phase now. So I'm going to start off with the strike team. Now I'm going to spend 1 CP, so it'll take me down to 3. And I'm going to use, what's it called? Relentless Fusillade. It basically improves the... So I know the normal rules for rapid fire, so I just get an extra shot. So I'm having 2 shots, and it improves the rapid fire. Not rapid fire, it improves the rend characteristic of my weapons. So I'm -2 at the moment, and then because of my SEP trait from Sector B, I think it was, I get 6s to hit, I believe, or 6s to either hit or wound, give me an extra -AP as well, so I potentially could be -3 on some hits and -2 on others. That's just for this unit. Shoot the Fire Warriors now. I'm going to do them into these Assault Marines. So it's 20 attacks, hitting on 4s. Ew, that's not a good roll. Damn. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's kind of bad. So 8 hit. Then it's strength 5 against toughness 4. So it's going to be 3s. 6s are -3. Okay. Right. So that wasn't a best roll. So we've got 2 at -2 and 2 at -3. Now the Space Marines get +1 in cover. So these 2 are just -1. So they have a 4-up save. They pass that. And these are -2, so they have a 5 up save. And they fail both of those, so 1 Marine dies. Boop. That was a poor showing of Fire Warriors. Shoot a marker light from my drone into the Assault Marines. So next turn, if they're still around, I'll have that. My Fireblade, he's just going to straight up shoot his pulse rifle and see if he can take one of them out. So my Fireblade has 2 shots because he was in rapid fire range. It's going to be 3s because of his ballistic skill. Then it's going to be 3s to wound because of strength 5. I'm going to CP that, I think. Yeah. So I've got 2 CP left for my Tau. These are -2, but because the Space Marines are in cover, they get +1, so it's just -1, medium 4s. They pass 1, fail 1. One of them takes 1 wound. I'll just mark it off with this red dice, so just tear on the back over here. Okay guys, so what I've decided to do with this Devilfish, I'm going to do my burst cannon into the Assault Marines, and then I'm going to do my missile pods, smart missile systems, into the Dev Squad. I'm just within 30 of that front guy, so I'm going to do that. So the first thing I'm going to do my burst cannon into the Assault Marines. So it's going to be hitting on 4s, no rerolls. Then it's going to be wounding on 3s. 3 hits, 3 wounds, sorry. So it's 3 wounds, it's -1. They get +1, so it's just a straight roll. So they pass 2, takes a wound. Do I want to spend a CP? I do, to see if I can keep a Marine alive. And he passes. So Space Marines are on 1 CP. Tower on 2. Okay guys, so next up it's going to be my rockets into the devs. It's going to be 4s. That's pretty average. Then it's going to be 3. So it's 3. They are at -1 and they ignore cover. So -1. They pass 2, fail 1. So they take a wound. So the sergeant has 1 wound. That's the Devilfish shot. Then I'm going to move over to... I'm going to do that Devilfish next. So he is going to do his missiles. He's going to do everything into that tactical squad. So if I go over here, you can see them clearly. So I'm going to go everything into the tactical squad because I think they're the biggest risk at the moment because of the melter gun and the power fist. I'm not too worried about the regular chainswords. So he's going to go into them. So it's going to be 8 rockets. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on... so I got 4 hits. Sorry guys, I put the camera on. Wounding on 3s. So that's 3 wounds. It's -1. They're not in cover, so they have a 4 up save. They pass 1 and they fail 2. So that kills a Marine. I'll take a bolter. Then my burst cannon's going into them. So that's 8 shots, because that's assault 8. So that's a bit more, see. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. That's 2 hits. It is -1. So it's a 4 up save. That fails 1. They fail both of those. That kills another Marine. So there is 5 left in that squad. Then finally I've got my Crisis Suit Commander, and he is going to put everything into the Assault Marines. I'm going to use his prototype weapon first. It's normally strength 8, but because of my army bonus, they're within 12, so it improves my assault weapons by an extra strength, so they're technically strength 9. Doesn't really matter, it's going to be 2s and to wound. Yeah, so it's 2s and 2s into those guys. And then 2s. So they all hit. It is -2. So it's going to be technically -1, so they have a 4 up save. They failed 2. So that kills 2 Marines, because they are 2 damage. We'll take 2 damage. Yes, even though he's on 1 wound, it does just kill 2 Marines. Now, because of the prototype weapon and their infantry squad, they now half their movement. So it's going to be 6.5, because they technically move 13 if they're still alive in the next turn. So it basically counts as out their jetpack. Then my regular missile pod, it's going to be 2s and 2s again because I'm within 12. It's usually strength 7, but it's strength 8 now. So it's 2s. 2s. It's minus... For missile pod, what is it? It's minus 2, so it's technically -1, so it's a 4 plus. This pass 1, fail 1, missile pods does 2 damage, and it does kill another Marine, so I lose one of my big chainswords. I still have the sergeant with his chainsword. And that's everything for Tau shooting. And that's everything for turn 1. I do need to make a morale check for this sergeant. He's lost 4 guys. Yeah. That's 4 leadership. Is he leadership 9 for an assault marine? So he's leadership 8, so he rolled a 5 and he lost 4. So that's 9, so he fails by 1 and he does a tactical withdrawal. Because Space Marines don't run. So that's 1 squad destroyed. So my Marker Light will go to waste. It was only just in case they were still alive. Then my tactical squad up there, they lost 2 Marines. So they need to make a roll. And they'll be fine. So I got 2 command points for the Space Marines now. I advanced my Steering Guard veterans, they ended up there. I left my captain and the dev squad where they are. I flew my assault marines over the building, and landed there. And I moved my tactical squad. They're 6 or 7 inches technically because of the twist. So they're there now. I'm also in range with my melter. So my idea is to swarm that one. Maybe trap it so the breachers can't get out of it. So hopefully that will work. Plus, if I charge it, it's -1 to hit on top of everything else. Then, yeah, I've left these guys here behind the building, so they can only be shot by the non-missiles, unless obviously the crisis suits jump down and there's people move and stuff. So I'm gonna wait until hopefully they survive the suits, so they can go in there, at least they'll have some cover, and then they can start shooting more, because I know it's kind of a waste at the moment, because technically they're -3 at the moment, but I couldn't get them within line of sight. So next turn now, hopefully they'll pick it up a bit. So it's like a lot of bolter shots at -3, so we can rinse some units that way. The only thing I can shoot with my devs is the devilfish because of Lookout Sir. Then, yeah, that's pretty much my kind of tactics for this turn with the Space Marines. So, yeah, I've done my movements. Then I'm going to do more of my shooting and everything. I might as well start off simple. I'm going to do some bolt pistol fire from those guys into the devilfish. It is 1, 2, 5 shots with bolt pistols. Hitting on 3s. That's a bit. All hits. Wounding on 5s and 6s. That's 2 wounds. Devilfish has a 3-up save. It takes a wound. It's down to 12 wounds now. Sorry, I forgot to mention, that's on 10 wounds. That's on 12 wounds now. Then my tactical squad has got 1, 2, 3, 4 bolters. It's in rapid fire range, so it's going to be 8 shots. I know it's not crazy shooting, but it is something. So it's going to be 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to be, so 4 go through. Then it's going to be 5s and 6s. Nothing. We do have a melter gun shot, so hitting on a 3. Hits. Strength 8. Wounds. It's -4. It doesn't get a save, so it is D6 damage. It's the big 6. So that one has taken 7 wounds altogether. Sneaky recap, that thing's on 6 wounds, that's on 10 wounds. Then I'm going to shoot my devs. They are putting everything into this devilfish. I'm going to do the same as last time. I'm going to spend a CP for the Hellfire round. I'm going to have my Sergeant, because they have a move now, he's hitting on a 2+ with a Heavy Bolter. And I get to roll 1s because of my Captain. In on a 2, I hit, I do D3 mortal wounds. 1, I am going to CP that, so I'm out of CP now. And I do 2, so it's on 8 wounds. 8 wounds remaining. Then I've got my other Heavy Bolter. Heavy Bolter has 3 shots. So it's 2 hits. Strength 5, toughness 7, 5s and 6s. Nothing. 2 rock launchers using the one-shot one. The strength 8 shot, I think it's crack. They both miss. Damn it, devs, you freaking suck. Right. Kind of hoping to do a bit more with them. But okay. I guess. That's pretty much it for my shooting. Then I'm going to do some charges. I'm trying to think which is better, the chainsaws or the power fist. I think the power fist is going to be kind of important. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to charge the devilfish with my assault marines first. So I'm going to spend a CP for Overwatch with my devilfish. So I gain 8 shots with my assault cannon. Hitting on 6s. Nothing. Then it's going to be the same again with my rockets. Nothing. Oh, it's a bit cocked actually. Nothing. Then the assault marine's going to make their charge. 12, yeah. I kind of want to surround the thing, so I'm going to go like this. Basically, so if I do destroy it, the breachers won't have anywhere to go. That's my plan. Then I'm going to charge with the tactical marines. Hopefully they don't fail this. A 7. I need to check that. So unfortunately a 7 is just out because the 7, I know I'm doing it backwards, but the 7 is there and it's like a good inch away from the Space Marine, so unfortunately they fail that. So it's just the Assault Marines attacking it. Kind of disappointing. But what could you do? Right, so that's all my charges. Then I'm just going to go into combat. So it's going to be 15 attacks from the Assault Marines into the Devilfish. Hitting on 3s. That's pretty good. And then it's wounding on 5s and 6s. Now I forgot I have Master Artisan, so that's kind of a biggie. Sorry. So we got 2. I don't know what I was expecting. It's basically Bolt of Fire. So 2, it's -1 because it's a chainsaw, so 4 up, and I get it both. Lol. Right, so there's that. The Devilfish technically gets to hit it back. It's on 6 wounds. 4 to 6. How many attacks? It has D3 attacks, and it is weapon skill 6. So D3 attacks. 3. 6s. Ooh, it gets 1. Strength 6, so 3. And it fails. And that's pretty much it, guys, for Space Marine turn 2, and we're back now for Tau turn 2. Okay guys, so we're here for Tau turn 2. I'll walk you through my movement. So I disembarked the breaches, so I'm one away from the assault marines, and then I moved my devilfish out of combat. So he flew his 8 movement, because he's got 6 wounds left. Breaches are there with their 2 gun drones. Then I moved my devilfish over here and my commander to kind of get support for the breaches on this side. I moved my fireblade and his marker drone and the fire warriors into this barricade here, so they got line of sight now on the devs. Then what else did I do? Oh, and then finally I brought down the kind of hard-hitting crisis suits now, drop behind their lines, so they got kind of open season on the Sterngar vets. But hopefully they can pull through. Okay, and also hopefully everything else can hold for this turn for the Space Marines. It's going to be a rough turn, depending on how rolls go and everything like that. But yeah, we'll see how it goes now. So starting off, I'm going to put 2 marker lights. I'm going to do a marker light action from my marker drone and my fireblade. They're going to put marker lights on the devs. So next turn, I'll get 2 +1 to hit on them from the marker light. Then I might as well just do some shooting. I'm going to start off with this devilfish. He is going to do burst cannon into the assault marines and missiles into the tactical marines. So I'll do the burst cannon first. Hitting on, still hitting on 4s because he's over 7 wounds. Wounding on, wounding on 3s. So it's 2 wounds, -1. -1. 4 up. Pass 1, fail 1. I don't have a CP, so one of them has taken a wound. Then my rockets on the what's it called? Freaking turtles. 4s. 3s. That's a bit wonky. Yeah. 2 hits, -1. They don't have cover. Pass 1, fail 1, so one of them also takes a wound. So I'll mark it off now. So we'll put a wound on this guy and a wound on this guy at the back. Then what should I do? Then I'm going to do some fire warriors. They're going to go into the devs because they have 36 range. That's plenty of shooting attacks. I'm going to spend the CP that I spent. So they have double shots and what was it? And 6s to wound have an extra AP. So hitting on 5s because they're in the trees and there's -1 to hit. Oh, I dropped the dice. Hitting on 5s. Get rid of all these misses. Sorry, I think that was a 5. I just knocked it. Get rid of these. There you go. Then it is wounding on 3s. That's a bit thing. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3. 3 at -1. Oh, sorry, 4 at -1 and 3 at -2. So the -1s. So this is a 4 up. They fail 2. They fail 3. They took a wound earlier, so that technically kills 2 marines. So I'm going to take the Sarge and a heavy bolter. So I got 2 rocket launchers and a heavy bolter in that squad. Then I'm going to, oh yeah, I got these as well. So these are at -2, so it's going to be 5s. That's a bit wonky. They take a wound off them as well. So I'll put that wound on one of the rocket launchers. Like so. Okay, that's the Fire Warrior shot. That's the Devilfish shot. Then I'm going to do my Crisis Suit Commander. So I'll do his prototype weapon first. Well, he's going to do everything into the Salt Marines. So the prototype weapon hits on 2s. Then it's strength 8, so it wounds on 2s. Is it worth spending a CP? Oh, he gets to reroll because of his Warlord trait. He gets to reroll everything anyway. And if it still fails. Then it's going to be -2, so 5 up save for the Marines. Pass 1, fail 1. I do lose that Marine on 1 wound. Oh, taking casualties. Right, then the other missile pod is 2 shots, 2s. I get to reroll because of my Warlord trait. Then it's 3s. 2 wounds, -2, 5s. Oh, fail both of them. That's 2 wounds each. Yeah, that kills 2 of them. I'll take these 2. Okay guys, so with my breaches, I'm going to do the 2 gun drones into the tactical squad and the rest of the shotguns into the assault marines. So it's assault 2 for the 2 gun drones, so it's 4 shots altogether, hitting on 5s. 1 hit, 1 wound, no AP to this. Still kills the guy. Lol. Yeah. Got the breachers with their shotguns at close range, so it's going to be assault 2, so it's 20 shots, hitting on 4s. Oh crap. Boom. Oh, that's freaking crazy roll that was. Look at that crap. Oh, freaking heck. Okay, and then it's strength 6, so it's going to be 3s to wound. It's a bit wobbly. Then it is -2, so 5s. Yeah, they're dead. So that's the breaches. Then finally, I've got my crisis suits. So they are gonna. Right, so the 2 marker drones are gonna mark light the Sternguard vets, and the gun drones going to the Sternguard vets, and the crisis suits are going to the Sternguard vets. So I'll do the gun drone first. Yeah. So it's gonna be 2 shots, 5s, nothing, and then we got the missile pods. So it's gonna be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 4, 8, 12. Yes. 12 shots, hitting on 4s. That's a bit thing. He's a strength 7, so he'll be wounding on 3s. I'll CP. I spent my last CP. That was a hit as well. So 5 at -2. So 5s. So that's 4 dead Marines. So I'll do morale now. So I lost 4 Sternguard vets. They're fine. I lost 1 tactical Marine. They're fine. And I lost 2 devs. They're fine. And that's pretty much it, guys. So we'll be back now in just a sec with Space Marine turn 3. So Space Marine turn 3, just to let you know, Kion has kicked off now as well. When it comes up, I'll just say what that does. So I moved my captain out of the forest. He's getting ready to charge the crisis suits like a freaking mad lad. The devs stayed where they were. I moved the Sternguard veterans into the building. I was thinking about putting them into the suits, because they are -3. but the suits have drones and 4-up invons, so I thought we'd be better off getting some points on maybe some fire warriors. So that's this side of the board. Then Turtle Squad has moved forward. I've got my melter gun in range of the devilfish. My idea with them is to shoot the melter gun, maybe get away with it, take that out. Charge those breaches, or maybe the devilfish, depending. Definitely shoot them with bolters, maybe take some of them out. And that's pretty much my game plan for the Space Marines for turn 3. See how it goes. Right, so I'll start off. So I've done, everything for my movement. They got a command point. It's shooting now. I'll do my not my devs, my Stern Guard vets. There's 6 guys left in that unit. They're going to put everything into Thor's strike team. So it's going to be 12 shots, 3s. I think I do have, what's it called? Master Artisan. Okay. Then it's going to be strength 4 3s. I do have an extra -1 Ren now as well because of Tackle Doctrine. So it's going to be this -3 +1 in cover, so it's -2 overall. So it's going to be a what's it is? So they have a 4-up save, -2, 6s. Fail. They pass 2, but they fail 4, so that's 4 of them dead. Like so. Then I'll go over to that tactical Marine squad. They're going to shoot the melter gun into the devilfish. I'm going to reroll that with Master Artisan. Okay, key. Then I'm going to do bolter fire into the breaches. It's going to be 3s and 3s. Okay. I'll do drones. I'll do 2 drones first. So they die, but it's -1, and a fire warrior is fine. So I lose the 2 drones. I believe drones don't affect the toughness of the unit, so that's why I was doing 3s. Then that's them done. My devs. Right. I'm thinking, is it worth trying to take some drones out? Do some frack or whatever the D6 shots are with the missile launchers and a heavy bolter. Because I don't think my cap is really going to do much. It's very grim. Or I can do some rocket fire and a heavy bolter shot into this devilfish and maybe take it out. So I could do D3 wounds with a CP if I hit. So if I get a best roll of that, that'll take me down to 5, and then can I do 5 wounds with my rocket launchers? And then I'll take out a vehicle. Or I can soften up these guys. They're both terrible decisions. I'm going to see if I can take out a devilfish to score me some points. And hopefully my captain will be fine. Right, so we do the heavy bolter. I'm going to spend the CP to do a hell shot, whatever the hell it is. Hitting on a 3. I hit, does D3 mortal wounds. It's the big 3, so I'll take it down to 5 wounds. Then we got 2 rocket launchers. I'm going to do crack. Hitting on 3s. Oh, Master Artisan. Yeah. Strength 8, 3s. Ooh, -2. Let me check. Yep, so it's -2, and the devilfish has got a 3-up save, so -2 is going to be a 5-up save. Ooh, failed him. And it's 2d6 damage. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, boom, that's perfect. Well, that worked out really well. Does it blow up? It freaking does as well. What are the chances? Right, So I think it's everything. Right, let me work out. I need to work out how blow up works. That was perfect, by the way. That was pretty freaking cool. Okay, guys, so I looked at the rules. So everything within 6 suffers d6 mortal wounds. So it's going to be my Battlesuit Commander, and it's going to be the Fire Warriors. So the Fire Warriors take 4 mortal wounds. So it's just a Sarge and a dude. My Fireblade is just out to the 6 inches. Takes 1. I need to have a look how that works with drones. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, guys, so I'm just gonna. It says the drones are a part of the squad, so I'm just gonna take it on the drone. So a drone dies. I think. Yeah, I think that's how it works. Sorry if I got that wrong, because they changed how drone works, and I haven't quite got the grasps of it yet. So apologies if I got that wrong. Right, oh yeah, and the Delphish is dead. Woo! Space Marines, yeah. So that was pretty cool. It's been grim, but that was pretty cool. Then it's going to be... Oh, technically my captain can shoot as well. So my captain is going to do some bolter shots into that unit. Hitting on this many 2s, rerolling 1s for himself. 5s and 6s. Nothing. Cool. Right, so that's all my shooting. Then it's going to be a charge. Oh boy, this is going to be scary. So my captain is going to charge the crisis suits. Oh, I didn't have a CP for the tower anyway, so it doesn't matter. What? Right, so my captain's going to charge. 6-7, that should be enough. Fun, yeah, we'll get me in there. So he's going to be right there, right with the burning blade. Okay, so that's that. Then I've got to freaking remember what my captain's relic does. Right, yeah, so he's got 5 attacks because he charged. Hitting on 2s, re-rolling because of himself or Master Artisan, whatever you want to do. There, strength 7, it's going to be 3s. I need to see if I can Master Artisan a wound roll. Okay, unfortunately it's just a hit roll, so I got 4 wounds through. I have 2 shield drones, so in the unit, so we're just going to take it on them. 4s. 1 dies. 4 kills that drone, and then I'll take the last one on a gun drone. So I've just got my 2 marker drones left. Well done, Cap. Oh, sorry guys, I forgot I wanted to charge those Tac Marines into the breaches. We made it. So just piling in. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks from the regular Marines. It's going to be 3s. And 3s. Ooh, there's no rend. Tau's fine. Power Fist, no idea. Okay guys, so Power Fist, I have 4 attacks because I charged. 2 attacks. Sorry, 3 attacks because I charged, not 4. Hitting on 4s. Ugh. Master Artisan, yeah. Then I'm wounding on 2s because strength 8. Boom, and I'm pretty sure it's minus a lot. Oh, I'm gonna have to check. Minus 3, they don't get a save. That kills 2 of them. Die, Tau. Boom. I actually really love Tau though, so swings and roundabouts. But it's been kind of a rough game, so that's why I'm kind of want the Space Marines to do a bit better. Right. Technically the Tau do get a hit him back, so how many breaches is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the Sarge. Weapon skill 5. Ooh. No. Crisis suits and a drone. There is 2 crisis suits and a drone. One is the Sarge as well. So the drone has 1 attack. Misses. So it's going to be 7 attacks from the crisis suits. So it's for the Sergeant's 4 and the other one is 3, so 7. 5, 6, 7. They are weapon skill 5. Yeah, still weapon skill 5. So we get 2 hits. It's probably, it doesn't matter. And they failed on that. Okay, so that's the combat. Morale. Right, the Fire Warriors lost, well, there's 2 left, so they lost 8. So 1 definitely runs, and then 1 or 2 there, so that squad's wiped. The marker drone is with the Fireblade. Then the Breachers, they lost, how many's there? 1, 2, how many's there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they lost 2. They are leadership 7. 2 is 6. They're fine. Do they count for morale? Drones. That would be poopy if it was. Let me have a look. What I read for drones is that they don't count towards morale. So that's pretty much it, guys, for Space Marine Turn 3, and we'll be back now just like for Tau Turn 3. So Kion's kicking off now. Right, there's going to be a lot to remember between this and my army abilities and stuff, because it's a lot's happening on 6s. Right, so first off, I've backed out my crisis suits, because Kion lets me do that now. But I've hit it on 5s. I've left my breachers there in combat. They don't get additional hits because they're in engagement range. I'm going to spend a CP on them to make them shoot in combat, basically. I've moved my Devilfish and my Crisis Suit Commander. I left my Fireblade where he is. So I have 2 marker lights now on the devs. I don't have any marker lights on the Sternguard vets because I've moved the Crisis Suits. And I think that's pretty much it, guys. So I'm going to start off with some shooting. I'm gonna straight up do my breachers first. So I'm gonna spend the CP to do a point blank volley, and it turns all their pulse weapons into pistol 2. Right, because they're assault weapons, my army bonus kicks in. 6s, I think gives them. Give me 2 seconds. So for my breachers, so they're assault weapons. Unmodified 6 rolls or 6s to wound gives them an extra AP, and because they're in point blank range now, or because they're within 12, sorry, they have an extra strength to their shot, so they're now strength 7, which is freaking crazy, having strength 7 shotguns, and you can do this, but yeah, we are. So start off with them. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 breaches, so that's going to be 16 shots. So I'm going to take away 4 dice from my 20. So it's going to be hitting on 4s. Getting rid of these. Then it's going to be 6s. Oh, no, 6s do stuff. It's going to be 3s, sorry. Right, I didn't get any 6s. It was actually quite a poor roll. They're not. No, it's not strength 8. Yeah. So these are at -2. I fail when I pass one, so a Marine takes a wound. Right. It sounded more scary than it was, and well, technically I did roll kind of poor, so you make whatever you want out of that. Right. Those are the breaches done. My Devilfish is going to do stuff now. The Devilfish is going to put everything into the Sternguard vets who are in the building right there. So what I'm going to do is burst cannon. So it's 8 shots. He is hitting on 5s now because he's got some boo-boos. Yeah, okay. Hitting on, wounding on 3s. 2 wounds. It's -1. They got cover because they're in the building, so it's +1, so it's 3s. Fail 1, pass 1, so they take a wound. Oh, sorry for the blur. Boom, so they've taken a wound. Rockets. This doesn't care for cover, so it's going to be 5s. Then it's going to be 3s. So it's 2 wounds. -1. Ugh, they fail both of them. So it kills one and then it puts another one on a wound. Like so. Stone Guard vet down. My Crisis Suit Commander, he is going to put everything into the Stone Guard vet as well. So he's going to do his rocket, what's it called? The freaking, his prototype weapon. He's going to do his prototype weapon first. He's in on 2s, he does get to reroll because of himself. Cool. Oh, sorry, not because of himself, because of his Warlord trait. It's technically tough, strength 9 is 2s. So it's 3 wounds, it's minus... I think it's -3. Let's see if it matters. If it's -3, they have a 3-up save. Yeah. So even if it's -2 or -3, I think they're fine. Let's see. So it's 3-up save. If it's -2, it'd have a 5-up. Or if it's -3, it's a 6-up. +1. Yeah, they're fine. I do lose the 1 Marine though, because I did fail 1. Yeah. And then I have the other missile pod. 2s. Strength 7, technically strength 8. Yeah, it's 2s. It's strength 8 because I'm within 12 and it's my part of my trait increases the thing by 1. So it's 2 saves of -2, so 5s. Pass 1, fail 1, kills another Marine. So there is going to be 3 left in the unit, including the Sarge. Then fine. I'm not sure if I can shoot my fire. I guess I could. Is there a point? I'm just gonna do 2 marker lights on. I'm gonna do 1 marker light on the stern guard for my drone and 1 marker light for my fire blade into the devs. And then that'll be their shooting. And then this squad, I'm gonna do 2 marker lights into the captain, and I'm gonna do all these rockets into the devs. So it's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 shots. So I'm going to remove 8 dice out of the 20. Hit it on 5s. Hitting on 5s. They're within 12 and they're assault. So the strength 8. I'm not getting additional hits because I fell back. So it's going to be 2s. Okay, there's 3 wounds there at -2. So it's going to be 5-up saves. And I failed all 3. 2, 4, that's enough to kill the unit. Ba-boom. Right. Then it's going to be combat. Technically, the Marines get the hit first, I believe. I'm not going to do any more charges, believe it or not. So I'm going to just do the Marines. They have 2... they haven't charged this turn, so it's going to be 3 attacks from the guys. Hitting on 3s, wounding on a 3. Yeah, that's a save. Then I've got my Power Fist, hitting on 4s, nothing. My Breachers will attack, it's 4 guys, including the Sarge, so it's 5 attacks. Hitting on 5s, 1 hit, no wounds. Courage, I lost 3 Stern Guard vets, leadership 9, 5, they're fine. I think even on a 6 they'll be fine, so they couldn't fail. And that's pretty much it for Tau turn 3. To be honest, what am I thinking here? I've got 2 Stern Guard vets. I'm stuck in combat with Breachers. what am I doing here? What am I doing here? My captain's still in the fight. I can technically shoot the fire blade with my Sternguard vets. Could possibly charge him as well and beat him up. I know it's looking a bit grim for the Space Marines, but I think I'm going to play out turn 4. Okay, so I'll be back now in just a sec with Space Marine turn 4. Okay guys, so for the Space Marines, I've moved my Sternguard veterans out of the building. The reason I've done that is I've put him in, they're going to shoot the Fireblade, and if he's still alive, charge him. Hopefully we can beat him up, take his town money. I've moved my captain. He's within outside of 1 out of engagement range. He's going to charge the crisis suits, and I've backed out my tactical squad because there's no point staying in combat with breachers. I find just because I'm going to spend the CP, and if I back out now, I can, depending if I charge or not, I can shoot my melter gun in my next turn and maybe take out the Devilfish if it's in range or not, so kind of freed me up. Because I wasn't doing anything in combat anymore either, because I was only doing simple attacks, like 1 for each Marine, and then falls with a Sarge who wasn't really doing much. Yeah, so my plan is take some of them on, maybe take a suit out, 1 or 2 suits out, definitely the drones hopefully. Take out the Fireblade and survive over there, and see if we can get some of these points back with the Space Marines. Okay, so shoot in. My captain is going to shoot into this squad. He hits with all of them. 5s and 6s. He wounds with 3 of them. I am going to take these on the drones. What turn is it? It is turn 4. So it's still, I get to pick. I'm going to move into Assault Doctrine. Oh, is there a point? Is there a point? No, I'm going to stay in Rapid Fire. So this has -1. So my drones have a... I think that fails. Yeah, so it's -1. There's 2 drones. Actually, I shouldn't have rolled that. I'm going to have to roll them differently because there's only 2 there. It's -1. So, sorry. So, they have a 4-up save. So, they've passed 1, failed 1. They failed 2, so that's 2 of the drones dead. So, that opens me up to my Burning Blade. Then, my Sternguard vets are going to shoot into the Fireblade. So, it is 6 shots, hitting on 3s. I'm going to Master Artisan. They are strength 4, your toughness 3, so it's 3s. Now I'm going to save my CP for a charge, I think. Right, I was just thinking, how many wounds does a Fireblade have? So a Fireblade has 4 wounds, but because he has a drone, he technically has 5. So if I CP'd it and I got all of them through, he would still be alive on 1 wound. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to save the CP just in case I want to do a charge with them. So I've done 3 wounds, taking 1 on the drone. It's -3, so the drone just dies, and a Fireblade save is 4+, so he takes 2 wounds. So he's got, the Fireblade has 2 wounds left. Wherever the hell the 2 is, there it is. So hopefully I can finish him off now when I do the charge. Speaking of charges, that's it for my shoot-in, because I backed them out, my tactical marines. So I'm going to do some charges. My captain's going to charge. He gets in. The Sternguard vets are going to charge into the Fireblade. 7. I'm hoping that's enough. What the hell have I done with my measuring tape? It's over there. So I got a 7 on my charge for my Sternguard vets. I'm just seeing if it's see if it's in. Yeah, that's in. Boop. Beep. And then I'm going for a sneaky beep. Right. I didn't even have to use my CB, so that's key. So I'm going to start off with the Sterngal Vets, see if they disappoint me. We need to do 2 wounds to a Fireblade, just to get some points back. Okay. So, Sarge has... how many attacks do he have? So everyone has 2. He has 3. 1 for the charge. Then those guys have 2 attacks. Because they're Sterngal Vets, and they have an extra attack each. So 6 attacks from them. Sorry, my camera angles look terrible. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 attacks. 3s and 3s. No rendo. 3s. Might as well add some reroll. 3s. No rend to this. And this, he has a 4-up save. Can we do 2 wounds? We do. So we beat up the Fireblade. I'm trying to think, do I even want to Horror Intervention? Am I engagement range is the thing. No, I'm just out. Okay. Do I want to Horror to intervene? I think I had to do that before. No, I'll just stay where I am. I'll just stay there. Because I won't have to fall back, then I'll have all my bonuses to shoot. So my commander's not going to fight. Then over here, I've got my Burning Blade. I have 5 attacks because I charged. Rerolling. Yes, luckily I do hit. Strength is 4 plus 3 is 7, so it's going to be 3s. I'm going to spend my CP. Hey! So I'm out the CP now. Right, so these are -5, but they do have 4-up invons. Each of them do, because they have their shields. Let's see how this goes. Right, okay. So they pass 2, so it's 2 kills a suit, and then 1's on 1 wound. So we'll take this one out, and 1's on 1 wound. So they do 2 damage each. Oh, Space Marines bringing it back, turn 4. Then combat, the suits get to hit back. So the Sarge has 4, the other one has 3. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 attacks with the suits now against the captain. 5s, 2 hits, 3s, 2 wounds. Actually, is it 3s? There's no rend to this either, so yeah, he's fine. Yeah, he's fine. Because he has a 3-up save. Okay, so that was Space Marine turn 4. I do have to do morale, I think. The Crisis Suits lost 1. I don't know. Crisis Suits are leadership 9, so they can't fail. That's turn 4 for the Space Marines, and we're back now for turn 4 with the Tau. Okay guys, so this is turn 4 for the Tau. My Crisis Suits fell back, because they're hitting on 5s now, if they want to shoot. Then my Crisis Suit Commander flew over the wall and is here. He's 12 away from those Tactical Marines. So that works for Monk Castle Monk. Oh no, it's Kion, sorry. Kion now. 5s do extra hits. 1 hitting instead of 6s. I moved my Breacher slightly forward as well. And I left my Devilfish where it is. I'm pretty sure my Captain and my Devilfish are within 12 of these. So that's my kind of idea for Tau this turn. Is take out everything, basically. So I'm going to start off with the Breachers, taking out them, hopefully. If not, maybe Devilfish or Captain. And then maybe whoever's left, shoot them. And then hopefully they can do some damage to this Captain. And we'll see how it goes. I definitely want to take out the 2 squads. Then I can start focusing fire everything on this Captain. Okay, so breaches. There is 8 left in that unit, so that will be 16 shots. Hitting on 4s into the tackle squad. 5s generate extra hits. That's a bit wonky, but I'll reroll that one. Okay, so I take all these out, like so. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 extra hits. Go back in. It's 4, 5. So they technically only missed with 1. Then it's going to be right. It's I was trying to say it's 3s. Okay. So it's 5 at minus. I think they have an extra rend as well. No, 6 is. Sorry, I keep thinking it's -2. I keep track. It's too much things to remember. The army bonuses. Apologies. So 5s. Well, they didn't pass any. So it's 1, 2, 2.5 killed. Oh, no, it's 3 killed actually because 1 was already on a wound. So it's everyone but the Sarge. The Sarge is actually the one we want to take out because he's the one with the melter gun. And he's the one that can take out the freaking Devilfish. Right. So speaking of the Devilfish, he is going to do everything into that Sergeant with the Power Fist and melter gun. So we'll do his burst cannon with 8 shots. Hitting on 5s because he's got a boo-boo. Kion 5s do extra hits, so 1, 2, 3, 4 extra hits, so that balances it out. Then it's going to be 3s, that many, -1, so it's going to be a 4-up save, and he just about fails. Boom, so that Sergeant's gone. Rockets go to waste. Then it's just my captain and my crisis suits. So my commander's going into the Stern Guard vets. So he's got his prototype weapon. Hits on 2s. He gets to re-roll everything because of his command trait. Then it's going to be 2s because that's technically strength 8. He gets to re-roll that as well. Yep. And then it is 2s. No, it's strength. It's -2. So 1 passes, but it does kill, so it does leave the Sarge. Then that's that. Then we got these crisis suits. They're going to put everything into the captain. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8 shots from them. 2, 4, 6, 8. Hitting on 5s because they fell back. 5s do extra hit. No, because they fell back, they don't get that. Apologies. Then it's going to be 3s. Just 2. They have a 4-up invuln because he's a cap. Fails both, so he takes 4 damage. Iron Resolve, I think that gives me a 6-up feel of pain. So because of Iron Resolve, he has 4 6-ups. He gets 1, so he takes 3 wounds. So he has 3 wounds left. Boom. And that's pretty much it for Tau turn 4. And then I'm going to he can't fail anyway. He only lost 2. Did he lose 2? Yeah, he only lost 2, so even on a 6 he's fine. Right. The question is, do I even bother with turn 5? I say what, for turn 5, I'm just going to quickly see if my captain can kill some crisis suits. So, take this as turn 5. I'm not even going to bother with a Stern Guard veteran, I just want to see what kind of cool things my captain can do. So he moves technically 7 because of the twist. Forest, I think it like gives him a penalty, so he's going to move 6. So take him about in the center of the forest. He's going to shoot his bolter because lols. Reroll 5s and 6s because of suits. Ooh, it's not -1 anymore because of that we're in assault thingies now. Ooh, freaking heck! It's like they don't have a 2-up save, do they? No, they have a 3-up save. So lol, my captain kills 1.5. So 1's on 1 wound now. So 1 was on 1 wound, kills that one, and then he does 2 wounds to the other one. So there's 1 left. So this guy's on 1 wound. Lol, captain crazy, he don't care. And then he is just going to charge the last suit. He has 1 CP. I do have 1 CP for the tower actually, so I am going to overwatch. 6s. I get 1. I don't wound though. So my captain gets in. He has 5 attacks because he charged. Yeah. 2s. Strength 7. 3s. This many. 4-up invulns. Otherwise he's dead. Oh lol, he does. Freak you, captain. You thought you added, but you didn't. Right. Actually, do I have a command point for my captain? I do, because it's my turn. So I'll CP one of those. It doesn't freaking matter, does it? Right, okay. So my captain almost did it. And then the Tau probably just blow them to hell. So that would be the end of the game. That would be a Tau victory, because there's only a captain and 1 Stern Guard veteran left. He'd probably be wiped out anyway. So let's just say it's the captain left. So yeah, Tau victory. Some of my thoughts. Tau are pretty scary now. As a Tau player, there's a part of me that loves it, but obviously it's kind of rough, playing them. I can see why you wouldn't want to play Tau at the moment, because I'm not even I didn't even take crazy crap, to be honest with you, so I can't even imagine some of the disgusting combos out there. Just reading some of the stratagems and stuff. You can have, what is it, strength 7 breaches, -3 if you get 6s on wounds and stuff, and it's just okay, cute. And then it's all the other bonuses as well for suits, and it's just all crazy crap. I don't even know what the Riptide is like. I bet that's nasty now as well. I heard it, and the Storm Surges. It's a bit rough. I mean, the Space Marines still pulled it back that game. Maybe I could have made different decisions, Maybe my Space Marine list wasn't the strongest either. The kind of terrain screwed me over as well, because I couldn't get line of sight on some stuff against the Tau. I mean, I didn't release the full power of my Stern Guard veterans either. I mean, my idea with them is just having them at -3 for 2 turns, and it's just amount of shots doing damage that way. But the Tau, they didn't even need line of sight with the Devilfish, so they were just shooting rockets, so they were doing damage that way. And then -1 now. Strength is 8 shots, strength 5 -1, 1 damage. And if you're not doing any fireback, you're basically just getting free damage in because of line of sight blocking. Sorry if I did get any of the rules wrong or I missed anything. There's kind of a lot. Like I said, I've played Tau once, and that was ages ago when I'm recording this. So apologies if I got anything wrong. And I'll try and make, if I do fight Tau again, I'll probably do make stronger lists against them. I was thinking about taking my Land Raider Crusader, and I was thinking, would that have made a big difference? And I was thinking of some of the weapons, becoming a tougher strength, but it would have been harder to hit with just Seeker missiles, or Smart Missile System, sorry. So maybe I should have done that, put some guys in there. But yeah, I'll just have to have a little think through. If you guys have any tips or notes, or you would do against Tau, or what you would take as a Tau player, please feel free to let me know. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed that battle report, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.